Good morning, students. Today we will see chapter number 5, Morphology of Flowering Plants. Now in this chapter we will study about root, stem, leaf, inflorescence, flower, fruit, seeds and semi-technical description of a typical flower as well as description of some important families. Right? Hope you will understand this chapter as it is easiest chapter and easy to remember. Right? Let us start. The wide range in the structure of the higher plants will never fail to fascinate us. Right? It means there are a number of plants, wide varieties of plants will be there. Even though the angiosperm shows such a large diversity in external structure or morphology, they all are characterized by presence of root, stem, leaves, flower and fruit. It means what? So each and every plant possesses root, stem, flower, leaves and fruit. In this chapter number 2 and 3, we have talked about classification of plant based on morphological and other characteristics. For any other successful attempt at classification and at understanding any higher plants, for that matter any living organism, we need to know that is standard technique, right? Standard technique term and standard definition. We also need to know about the possible variation in the different parts found as adaptation of plants to their environment, adaptation to the various habitat for production, climbing, storage, etc. Means wherever the plant is safe to grow, there it will grow, right? If you pull out any weed, you will see that all of them have root, stem and leaves. Any weed means તમે બહારથી કોઈ પણ ઘાસ કે ગમે તે વસ્તુ લેશો તો એને તમને leaves, stem અને root તો જોવા મળશે. They may be bearing flower and fruits. And flower fruits પણ થતા હશે. The underground part of the flowering plant is known as root, while the portion above the ground forms the shoot system. That you all know that below portion is the root system and above that is the shoot system. Now let us see about the root. So in majority of the dicotyledonous plant, the direct elongation of the radicle leads to the formation of primary root. So primary root are going to be developed from the radicle, remember this, which grows inside the soil. It bears lateral roots of several orders that are referred to as secondary root, tertiary root, etc. roots, right? So the main root is that is developed from the radicle, and from that main root other roots are going to be developed and then are considered as a secondary root. The primary root and its branches constitute the taproot system, right, as seen in the mustard, right? As seen in the mustard, you can see that the taproot system consists, which is seen in the mustard. Now here the plant is given, you can see the different part of the plant, that is flower, fruit, stem, leaf, right, bud, node. So these all considered as a shoot system, and below the ground, that is under the ground, that is a primary root, and secondary root, that is a root system. Primary root is the main root, and from main root other roots are going to develop, and that is considered as a secondary root. So we will see here, in monocotyledonous plant the primary root is short-lived and is replaced by a large number of the root. These roots originate from the base of the stem and constitute the fibrous root system as seen in the wheat plant. So what happens? First of all, the primary root is going to be developed, and after the development of primary root, other secondary roots are going to be developed later on, and that are going to work, and primary root is going inactive, right? So in some plants like grass, monstera and banana tree, roots arise from the part of the plant other than the radicle and are called adventitious root. So you have to remember that the root which arise from other part of a plant other than radicle સિવાય બીજા કોઈ પણ ભાગમાંથી ઉત્પન્ન થતું root called as adventitious root. The main function of the root system are absorption of water. The function, it will absorb the water, minerals from the soil, it will also absorb mineral from the soil, provide proper anchorage to the plant parts, it will help the plant to properly stitch inside the soil, storing reserve food material, it will store the reserve food material, and synthesis of plant growth regulator, and plant growth regulators are going to be produced. Now you can see here, see, this is the main root, right? This is the main root, and others, that is the lateral root. This is considered as a fibrous root. So this is the main root, and afterwards number of the roots are going to be developed, that is called as fibrous root. Adventitious root means other than radical. So you can see it is going to be developed from the stem. It is going to be developed from the stem or nodes, right? So that is called the adventitious root. Now, important is that region of the root. So you can see here, this is the root given, right? First, that is the root cap, right? Tamari pen che pen. This is the pen, right? So first, it possesses the cap. કે એની ઉપર cap હશે એવી અહીંયા root cap છે, right? Then the region of meristematic activity, એટલે કે આ જે region છે તે અહીંયા meristematic activity. Then this is the region of elongation. Then this is the region of maturation, right? After maturation, it is going to develop like this. So these all are the root hair. So see, the root is covered at the apex by thimble-like structure called the root cap. So this is called a thimble-like structure, and that is called the root cap. So it's a thimble-like structure called root cap. It protects the tender apex of the root as it makes its way through the soil. So it protects the tender apex. It will protect this, and it is going to deep inside the soil. It will grow inside the soil. A few millimeters above the root cap is the region of meristematic activity. So few millimeter above this, there is a region of meristematic activity, right? The cells of this region are very small and thin wall with the dense protoplasm. They are dividing repeatedly. The cells proximal to this region undergo rapid elongation and enlargement and are responsible for the growth of root length. So these cells are going to be rapidly divided, and it will elongate the root system, right? The region is called the region of elongation, and therefore from here, this to here, this region is considered the region of elongation. The cell of the elongation zone gradually differentiate and mature. After elongation, લાંબુ થયા પછી એ mature થશે, differentiate થશે, right? Hence, this zone proximal to the region of elongation, it is called the region of maturation, and afterwards comes the region of maturation. So here the region of maturation will be there. From this region, some of the epidermal cell forms very fine and delicate thread-like structure called the root hairs. The root hairs absorb water and minerals from the soil, and it will forms the root hairs, and these root hairs are going to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Now we will see about modification of the root. So what are the functions of the root? The root in some plants changes their shape and structure, right, and become modified to perform functions other than absorption. કે એબ્ઝોર્પ્શન સિવાય બીજા પણ ફંક્શન કરે છે, and in that the root is going to be modified. And conduction of water and minerals, they are modified for support. તો બીજું શું કામ કરે છે કે મિનરલ્સને વોટર એબ્ઝોર્બ કરવાના સિવાય, other than that, that is to give the support. Secondly, storage of food. Thirdly, respiration. For respiration purpose also it is used. Taproot of carrot, right? Carrot, gajar, turnip, and adventitious root of sweet potato get swollen and store the food. કે sweet potato get swollen, સક્કરિયું, બરાબર? તો એ ફૂલી જશે અને પછી એની અંદર ફૂડ સ્ટોર કરશે. Can you give some more such examples? Have you ever wondered what those hanging structures that support the banyan tree are? These are called as prop root. બરાબર? તમે વડ જોયો છે તો વડની વડવાઈઓ જે હોય છે લાંબી લાંબી, તો એ શું છે? તો that is the prop root, and it gives supports to the plant. Similarly, the stem of the maize and sugarcane have supporting root coming out of the lower nodes of the stem. કે તમે મકાઈનો છોડ જોયો હશે કે જેની પર મકાઈ થાય, સુગરકેનનો છોડ જોયો છે તો એની આજુબાજુ એના નોડ્સ હશે, એની આજુબાજુ કડક કડક બીજા રૂટ્સ જોવા મળશે. That is going called as supporting root, right? These are called as the stilt root. તો એને શું કહેવાશે? Stilt root. In some plants, such rhizopora growing in swampy area એટલે કાદવ કીચડવાળા એરિયાની, એવામાં Many root comes out of the ground and grow vertically upward. Such root called as pneumatophores, which helps to get oxygen for respiration. કે કાદવ કિચડવાળી જગ્યા છે એવું બધું છે તેની અંદર રૂટ બહાર નીકળશે, નીચેથી બહાર આવશે ને શું કરશે, બહારથી એટમોસ્ફિયરમાંથી ઓક્સિજન લેશે. એટલા એવાને આપણે pneumatophores કહીએ છીએ. We consider as a pneumatophores. Here some examples are given. That is asparagus, બરાબર, turnip, carrot, sweet potato, and these are the pneumatophores which comes out from the soil. Now in next video we will study about stem and its modification. Thank you very much.